Mindful noticing of the inner landscape. To the extent that clients continue to ruminate on their trauma-related emotions and cognitive schemas, the more often they are triggered by environmental stimuli, the more dysregulated their nervous systems will become, and the more activated the parts within the system will become too. The more the prefrontal cortex is inhibited or shut down by trauma-related dysregulation, the harder it becomes for the normal life self to stay curious and present. Without an observing prefrontal cortex to differentiate past and present, repeated activation of neural networks holding traumatic memory further sensitize these pathways to future triggering, exacerbating trauma-related symptoms. Learning to observe rather than react and to attach neutral labels to what is noticed is the foundation of the parts approach. Blending, shifting, and switching parts. Parts do not wear name tags, nor do personality systems come with roadmaps or instruction manuals. Every part of the client shares the same body, the same braid, the same environment. When we have a feeling or thought, it could be the expression of any part. To know whose feeling or thought requires familiarity, a personal relationship with the part that allows immediate recognition when we hear its voice. Or to know requires that we pause, listen carefully, and piece together the data or clues. Which part would have reacted to that trigger? What kind of part would feel ashamed right now? But any of these acts of curiosity and interest are impossible when we identify with the part, when we blend with its feelings and reactions, interpreting them as our own. Selves-Acceptance. Befriending one's parts is not simply a therapeutic endeavor. It also contributes to developing the practice of self-acceptance, one part at a time. When clients pause their reactions to befriend themselves, to be curious and interested rather than dismissing and reactive, they slow time. Autonomic arousal settles. There is a relaxing of the sense of urgency to do or be anything different. They feel more at peace because their parts can be more at peace. Self-alienation, that is disowning of some parts and identifying with others exclusively, does not contribute to a sense of well-being, even when it is absolutely necessary in order to survive. Self-alienation creates tension, pits part against part, communicates a hostile environment, often much like the traumatic environment, and diminishes the self-respect of every part. Befriending means that we radically accept that we share our bodies and live with these roommates, and that living well with ourselves requires living amicably and collaboratively with our parts. The more we welcome rather than reject them, the safer our internal worlds will be. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave your thoughts and comments and questions below.